In this macro TV, I will introduce how to configure the Task Manager component with IBM Content Navigator. First, I will introduce what's the Task Manager service. Task Manager service is a REST web application that can be used to run background for any repositories. Task Manager service allows you to create and run automated and scheduled tasks. In addition, you can use the service to run light tasks in the background where you perform other tasks. The Task Manager component, which is used to configure and deploy the Task Manager service, is included with the IBM Content Navigator web application. In addition, the Task Manager service is fully supported in the IBM Content Navigator plugin APIs. The Task Manager component is bundled with IBM Content Navigator installation inside of a single EAR file. It's also possible to take the generated WAR file from the IBM Content Navigator configuration tool and install it onto any supported Java platform Enterprise Edition 6 compliant web application server. In this macro TV, I will introduce how to configure the Task Manager component onto WebSphere application server. First, you can use the IBM Content Navigator configuration and deploy tool to configure the Task Manager component for your IBM Content Navigator web application. Next, I will introduce the task required to configure and deploy Task Manager with IBM Content Navigator. In addition, you must have a supported Content Manager service and a database server. First, check the Task Manager service. Only if you want to use the Task Manager feature to schedule and run tasks in the IBM Content Navigator web client. When selecting or deselecting the Task Manager repository option in the IBM Content Navigator configuration tool, ensure that you restart the configuration tool to add or remove the Task Manager data source in the configure the data source task. Task Manager requires a database. This task creates a data source collection that enables the web client to connect to your database. The Task Manager component stores all of its data into a set of database tables, which are typically connected with the configuration tables from IBM Content Navigator. This task is available only if you select the Task Manager service option on the Select the Applications to Config page of the Configuration and Deploy tool. Next, you must use IBM Content Navigator configuration and deployment tool to build the IBM Content Navigator EAR file before deployment. After you build the web application EAR file, you must deploy the web application to your application server environment. You can use the IBM Content Navigator configuration and deployment tool to deploy the web application, or you can deploy the EAR file manually. Okay, that's all. Thank you.